mental health के conversation start हुई with Sushant passing lockdown when he passed away. And it sparked a debate around mental health as he openly loved science, space, books, and learning. Why do you think people connected to that learning part of
Himself a person who was, still interacting with his fans, who was down to earth and didn't let fame get over his head, even though when he was in Pavitrishta and Pavitrishta.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the Opinions That Matter, where we explore the interaction of mental health, pop culture, literature, books, movies, and much more.
So today we are talking about Sushant, the actor, the engineer, academically gifted individual, and most all a beautiful human being. He's a thinker, he's a philosopher, he had a lot of qualities. Hi, welcome to the Opinions That Matter. This is Gursharan Kaur, your host, and today we have one of Sushant's fans, Parna, with us. और आज हम बात करने वाले हैं उनके साथ about Sushant, about his life. And as we all know, this June, it will be 6 years since he passed away. He passed away on June 14th, 2020, and it's going to be 6 years this June 2026. And even today, he ignites a spark in us.
Hello, thank you so much for having me. Apart from my boring 9 to 5 job, I am a passionate content creator who is fueled by purpose. So I mostly create content around books, around memes, and about BTS the band. I had written two letters to Sushant Singh Rajput. First letter, I felt it was, oh my god, this is so shallow. This doesn't do justice for him. So that's why I wrote the second letter, in which I mentioned that why didn't I root for you before?
Right. I read that. I think you posted the reel and you had
Yeah,
a really long caption and it was very emotional. It made me emotional the way you talked about him.
thank you.
Okay, so let's start the podcast. And I would like to start with, you know, when do you remember when you saw Sushant first time on screen?
Yes, I do. It was not through Pavitra Rishta, it was through Jhalak Dikalaja, which was a part of everybody's childhood who was born in 90s and early 2000s. So in that show, he was the topper, like straight tens every week. And I was floored by his grace, his technique, his poise, and the way he dances, and his love for Madhuri Dixit. He had that chocolate boy smile on his face, which made me so happy while seeing him dance. So yeah, that those are my vivid images of Sushant Singh Raj.
Wow, मुझे नहीं याद when I first saw him on screen. And I think I saw him on Pavitra Rishta. इतना याद है कि it was a serial that used to come and a lot of people used to watch और काफी time सबके घरों में चलता था पवित्र रिश्ता और एक बहुत sweet serial था and it was a very famous one. Sushant was
The
just
poster boy.
yeah, he
The
was
title track also very nice.
very
It
pretty. Yeah,
evokes a
very
feeling of
pretty.
nostalgia and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. So what was it about him that made him different from other actors? What do you think?
That's an interesting question. He actually admired his peers as well as his senior actors, and he didn't consider them as a competition. He was sort of very open to learning from them. For example, there was an actor who told that no, I can't work with Sushant in a good way because Sushant will go fully Daniel Day Lewis on me. That's what makes him special. And even though he had left engineering, but he still remembered the concepts, science, physics, and even coding. He was really engaged on learning coding through Khan Academy. So that's what makes him different from other actors.
That's actually true कि he never left his intellectual side and उसने काफी risk लिए अपने life में अपने career में and even today when we hear his interviews उसके interviews में इतनी depth है like very few actors very few celebrities have that kind of depth that we see in Sushant's interviews?
I think I would value a massive failure more than a mediocre success. But having said that, that's not my intent. Why I'll do something.
Sushant, I feel like he had a way of, doing things that were very risky. He left engineering in his third year, I think his fourth year,
Third
and
year.
yeah, third year, and he went for, becoming an actor.
Classes, then
Yeah.
acting. Yeah.
He has been a dancer in Ritik's one of the songs of Ritik.
Shamak Davar's academy. He learned dance from there.
And then he went to, I think, Dhoom 2 mein, he was a background dancer. Dhoom 2 के title song में. Yeah, he was a background dancer उसमें. And he left TV also after that. Pavitra Rishta was at its peak and he left it. He left his TV career to become a Bollywood actor, which is again, it was very risky, but he took that risk. And what do you think about that, his risky nature?
I mean, he didn't shy away from making experiments, from doing experiments. For example, I'll give you two examples. He had done 7 months of workshop for a film called Pani with
Hmm.
Shekhar Kapoor. But unfortunately, that film didn't get made. And one more thing is that he had a very, very short role in PK. For that also, he didn't charge anything from Rajkumar Hirani. And Rajkumar Hirani gave him 20 rupees along with the set of books on cinematography. So he was happy by that. And he did tell that I don't work for roles or money. I just want to make a positive impact.
Yeah, of course. He did make a positive impact. He was a very different actor. And my next question is about, why do you think so many people still connect to him? They feel connected to him even years later.
So, about science, I mean, India produces a number of engineers every year. So, the engineer connect to him with respect to science. And the pass out students always think कि क्यों मैंने अपने प्रोफेसर का टीचिंग ठीक से नहीं सुना, to understand him, to comprehend whatever he was telling. And he was a voracious reader. So, readers like me connect to him on that side of personality. And he read books like, mostly he read non-fiction books. He read non-fiction books like Sapiens, When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanity, and fiction books like Norwegian Wood by Murakami. So he was always a risk taker, and he also told in one of the interviews that he was an introvert, but when he started doing theater in college, he sort of transformed into a different individual himself.
Right. It is very, ये बहुत deep लगता है सुनने में कि वो इतना अच्छा रीडर था, वो किताबें पढ़ता था. He was a reader just like you and me. And उसकी reading choices, oh my god, wow. The way you described it. उसकी reading choices was pretty high. And I don't think he just, read books out of just ki chalo, the random self-help stuff that people read, but it was very like nuanced and it was very chun chun ke padhta tha wo. Like he has actually described a lot about it in his one of his interviews also. His reading choices and the.
Since you only sleep 2 hours, what do you do in all that extra time that you have?
Since I don't like to talk that much, so I don't have many friends. I read. I read different books, not to get out something out of it, but just to have a different take on things.
And what do you do for fun, Sushant?
That is my fun. Like it's my, so that's what people find me very, very boring.
Which actually gives you an idea about his, what his intellect might have been. So, which performance of Sushant do you think was the most underrated? कि सबसे underrated मूवी कौन सी थी उसकी कि हम ऐसे कि you feel कि शायद इस फिल्म को ज्यादा वो मिलना चाहिए था attention मिलना चाहिए था पर नहीं मिला.
Praise. So I feel that he himself was a criminally underrated actor. If you see his filmography, irrespective of box office numbers, he put in 100%, 200%. For example, when he did Dhoni, he spent prep for 1 year And in that 1 year, he didn't sign any films at all.
When he did which film?
Dhoni, MS Dhoni, the
Miss Dhoni.
biopic.
Yes. 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 Best
So he,
performance.
yeah, he didn't choose any films at all for 1 year. And his journey reminds me of another Hollywood actor who is also deceased. His name was River Phoenix, the elder brother of Joaquin Phoenix. He also died in a very tragic way. And
Mhm.
his performances, like after 3 to 4 films, he got an Oscar nomination. Even when he was very young, like 20 or 21,
Mm.
he didn't win, but even his filmography sort also inspires me a lot.
Wow. I didn't know that. So, do you think Sushant? मुझे तो लगता है he must have been Oscar, nominated for Oscar someday अगर
Yeah,
वो आज भी
हॉलीवुड
सोचे.
में जाता.
Yeah.
हाँ,
Yeah, वो काफी कुछ कर लेता. I
हाँ.
feel like his potential was immense. Which of his films? I don't know if you know this. If you have thought about this, कि उसकी कौन सी films हैं जो बहुत which have been the most personal to you, or which has brought the most healing for you.
I think it would be Byomkesh Bakshi, directed by Dibakar Banerjee. The
Yes.
reason why I called it very healing because अगर उनके ज्यादातर फिल्मों में आप देखो तो apart from MS Dhoni, he dies at the end. But this film, Byomkesh Bakshi, he sort of outwits the kidnappers, outwits the mafia, and he emerges victorious. So I feel that this performance of him is special yet criminally underrated. And he very fondly talked about that film in his interviews about Dibakar Banerjee. And so, yeah, I feel that this film is somewhat healing.
Hmm. Yes, I remember watching Byomkesh Bakshi when I was like in class 7th or 8th. बहुत पहले देखी थी. I think I was very young. मुझे उस टाइम समझ नहीं आई थी. I went to the theater, I watched it, but yes, when I later saw it, it was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
It was such well written. It was a very, very well written, narrative, and the way he carried the character was really appreciative. So I think he often played, very emotionally layered characters. He played a lot of dreamers wala character, very his character was aiming for something and reaching at that aim eventually. Do you think that reflected who he was as a human being off screen?
No doubt about that. Yes, because him as a personality also had different layers. Like he had his vices, of course, like how others had. But having said that, he was a person who missed his mother a lot, and he also had interest on science, astronomy, physics, and even computer science. So he was very layered, and he even used to write poems, small poems, and he interacted with his fan regularly on Twitter.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
And I think he was a writer too. He was
yeah,
preparing to collect his tweets, his
yeah,
musings, and form into a book.
yeah.
But he never got the chance, obviously. So, what are some qualities you think he had जो young artists को inspire करती है, and what do you think young artists should look up to in his
Uh,
career and the way he carried his career?
the thirst of learning from him, like have an open mind. uh, then the choice of his films, like he was a risk taker through and through his life. So, irrespective of box office numbers, he pushed himself so hardly so that he can do justice to his character in the film. So, I feel that aspiring actors, aspiring filmmakers should watch his interviews rather than his films because very few people picked his brains on his intellectual mind. Most of them were asking like, what do you think about this actress? What do you think about that actress? So it was revolving around his relationships only and stupid rapid fires and stuff like that. Nobody picked on his intellectual brain. And I also feel that aspiring filmmakers and aspiring actors should also be readers because reading helps them to expand their horizons. So I feel reading is one thing that aspiring actors and aspiring filmmakers should take it away from.
Oh, I agree with that. Totally. He loved, he openly loved science, space, books, and learning. Why do you think people connected to that learning part of him, where he explored quantum physics, space, NASA, and everything?
Maybe it was the way he carried himself, a person who was, still interacting with his fans, who was down to earth and didn't let fame get over his head. Even though when he was in Pavitrishta and Pavitrishta had done great in TRPs and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's my answer.
That's true. Or also, young people aspire to him in a way he doesn't just talk about movies. He talks about so much more in his interviews. I
Yeah,
remember in one of his interviews, he said ki, um, the things we are teaching kids right now, it's not even going to
yeah,
exist after a few
yeah,
years
yeah.
when
That,
they will grow up. And oh my God, I agree with that so much because oh, also, first of all, he would have loved the era of AI.
yeah. And
He would.
What is inevitable? और मैं जो इनविटेबिलिटी की बात कर रहा हूँ वो है जो अभी टेक्नोलॉजी से भी आएगी। आपको मैं एक फैक्ट देता हूँ, 65% ऑफ द किड्स हु आर गोइंग टू किंडरगार्टन दिस ईयर will end up, if they ever end up having a job, will end up working for technologies that are still not invented yet. तो जब ऐसा होता है तो स्कूल्स को भी पता नहीं होता कि वो पढ़ाएं क्या। तो अभी हम ऐसे स्टेट पे हैं कि हमें पता ही नहीं है कि हमें पढ़ाना भी क्या चाहिए। तो हम कितना अच्छा पढ़ते हैं और आपस में हमारी रैंकिंग क्या है, ये तो इममटीरियल हो गया। मैं आपको पूरे ग्लोबल प्रॉब्लम बता रहा हूँ। हमें नया नॉलेज स्ट्रक्चर बना रहे हैं एजुकेशन का, जिसमें हम इमोशनल क्वेश्चन पे ज़्यादा ध्यान दे रहे हैं, जिसमें हम बच्चों को ये बता रहे हैं कि अननोन सिचुएशंस में कैसे डील करें, क्योंकि हमेशा अननोन सिचुएशंस ही होंगे अब, क्योंकि अब रेट ऑफ चेंज इंक्रीज हो रहा है। पहले चेंज कांस्टेंट था, अब रेट ऑफ चेंज इंक्रीज हो रहा है। तो हमें ही नहीं पता कि क्या होने वाला है। So for that, your emotional stability is very, very required. So emotional quotient पे ज़्यादा ध्यान दिया जा रहा है। कोडिंग सिखाई जा रही है बच्चों को, क्योंकि अगर आपको कोडिंग नहीं आती 5 साल के अंदर, अभी जैसे मैं कुछ भी हो सकता हूँ, कुछ भी हो सकते हैं। जैसे हमें अंग्रेजी आती है, हमें मैथमेटिक्स आता है, वर्किंग नॉलेज है जिससे हम लोग बात कर सकते हैं। 5 साल के बाद कोडिंग वैसी चीज हो जाएगी। और हमारा इग्नोरेंस, हमें नहीं पता है, लोग इस बारे में बात नहीं करते हैं, विल नॉट स्टॉप इट फ्रॉम कमिंग। अगर लोग इसके बारे में पता, सबके पास गूगल है, गूगल पे जाएं, पता करें, ये सारी चीजें हो रही हैं। ये हो
in the same time, he would sort of aim to curb its harmful effects. Like, there are so many people who exploit AI, like writing chat GPT reviews, where he would have loved how the world is progressing towards AI, and at the same time, he would also take measures to stop the harmful effects of AI on human beings.
Yes.
Yes. And because of the advent of AI, people have become very lazy in terms of writing reviews, in terms of making book covers and something like that. He would have definitely had something in his mind to curb the harmful effects of AI. And as he was a visionary in his own right, he would have something to tell even more visionary than AI, is what I feel.
Yes, that is so true. I just saw one comment. किसी ने comment किया हुआ था किसी reel पे on his birthday कि we miss you Sushant, you would have loved the era of AI. And I couldn't stop thinking about it because it's like so true that he would have already, I think, artificial intelligence, but it was not. ChatGPT नहीं आया. But yes, that comment really shook me. Yes, this is so true. So he came from outside the film industry. हाँ, वो एक ordinary इंसान था, वो middle class घर से आया था. उसने, he climbed the stairs and he reached somewhere substantial. What do you think his story tells about ambition and persistence?
About
I have started from nothing, absolutely nothing. It's not even zero, it's like minus because I was doing something else. There was a momentum to become an engineer, and suddenly I discovered this thing that I really like. And I start doing it. But at the same time, as a kid, I also had many dreams. Like like common dreams. You know, I'll buy my own house and I'll buy this car, it's a luxury car. So these things were there. And now, when I started following my dream in the sense of changing my career, I started earning money to an extent that I could actually afford all these things. What happened that while I was doing my work, I also was realizing this fact that everything that I stayed with for so many years, for like 20 years of my life, thinking that one day I'll get this and then I'll arrive, I'll be successful. Those things just stayed with me for a few days. And I very quickly got used to owning.
and perspective, I think ambition is somewhere sky's the limit. But having said that, we shouldn't make castles in the air. We should work towards our dream. We should work towards our ambitions. And even though if you belong to a film family, a film और एक दो film चल गई, तब क्या होता है कि people forget the film stars were from the film family. They also have to work a lot on themselves. It's not that they are from the film family. Yes, they are given the first role, but as they progress, as they are given more and more roles, people should sort of judge them, critique them on their performances.
Yes.
Yeah, and audience has become more smarter these days. They don't sort of bank on Khans, bank on Kapoors, even though Khans and Kapoors have flops this year, as you have seen. So yeah,
Yeah. Also, the debate around nepotism and mental health, emerged after 14th June. Like,
yeah,
the internet was flowing with hate towards nepo kids. It was flowing with hate towards celebrities, towards Bollywood as a whole.
yeah.
And hmm,
Bollywood versus TV. So TV stars had to tell something else. Bollywood stars told something else.
hmm,
But in the process, we sort of forgot how he was as an actor.
yes,
We just believed that okay, वो tragically वो मर गया है. So bus, we'll forget him and we will just be keyboard warriors in
hmm,
maligning some person who had nothing to do with the death. So yeah.
yes. I think mental health के conversation start हुई with Sushant passing. काफी ज्यादा people were already struggling a lot during the pandemic, during the lockdown when he passed away. And then so many suicide news that was coming, and then Sushant's news that came in. It sparked a debate around mental health as well. So, do you think people forget that even celebrities are human beings beneath the fame when we talk about them, when we sensationalize them, or how the whole drama happened around Sushant? Do you think they forget that?
Yes, like some fans are too outrageous and they sort of forget that beneath the facade of a character, there is a human being also inside them. So, and the fans should maintain their privacy. They should have boundaries with the stars because they too have a private life. They too have a private life, and we should stop. We can make memes, no problem, but unless they are so toxic, refrain from making memes. But the more toxic I feel is that going to their posts and commenting, you are shit, go back to your country, and why are you here? You don't deserve to be an actor. What are you doing? I mean, we should curb the habit of keyboard warriors. So we should stop being keyboard warriors and do something productive of our own. Yeah.
Yeah, the people who hate, they have no idea what someone has gone through. Even you have a, even if you have a different opinion, you can state that very respectfully. But the respect has like gone so like totally downgraded. Era of social media. क्योंकि ऑनलाइन किसको क्या पता लगेगा कौन क्या बोल रहा है
Yeah, they
nobody.
may be, hiding behind a mask. It may not be their real name. It may be some a boy trying to be a girl or a girl trying to
Hmm.
be a boy like that. So social media and internet has also adverse effects like these that can harm the actors and actresses' mental health.
Hmm. Right. People still feel emotionally seen through him. They feel uh, they connect with him on a very emotional level. I don't know. Uske dialogues, uski acting. If you watch Kedarnath, if you watch Chichore, for me, Chichore was one of the most healing films I watched. It was very similar to Three Idiots, but it had its own vibe as well. And it was obviously very tragic and very ironic. His last film while he was alive, the last film that released
Dil Bechara. Yeah,
was based on mental health awareness, was based
yeah,
on
yeah.
suicide awareness. It was based on that. And then of course his last film released after he passed away, Dil Bechara,
Dil
which
Bechara.
was which was again very people were giving a lot of hate to that movie before his death. But then, because it was a remake of the Hollywood film, The Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah.
But जैसे ही he passed away, people started loving it, people started appreciating his art and everything. Do you think we forget कि अगर कोई there's an Annie Frank's quote, पता है, dead people receive more flowers than people who are alive because regret is stronger than gratitude.
Beautiful said.
Yeah, it's such a powerful quote by a
Beautiful.
13-year-old girl,
Yeah. Wow.
and it rings true in the case of when someone passes away. In the case of celebrities, people start loving them only after they have passed away.
And that reminds me of a film, criminally underrated film, Son Chiraiya,
Hmm.
starring Bhumi Pednekar, Manoj Bajpayee, and Sushant, and other actors. That film did very badly at the box office, even though it's not one of Sushant's finest performance, according to me.
Even I have not watched Sonchiraiya. I will admit मैंने भी नहीं देखी है. But if it is one of his finest performances, I would love to watch it. So let's let's talk about uh, why do you think the conversation around mental health became louder after Sushant's passing?
Because the Psychiatric Association of India, they had posted a circular in which they had told that if a psychologist has a MSW degree, they are uneligible to be a psychologist. They should have at least an MSc and an MPhil degree. Only then they are qualified to be a psychologist. And many people, like, even though they said that, many people became self proclaimed healers, or people who got certificates from Tom, Dick, and Harry University. They were
Hmm.
sort of telling that, okay, we are psychologists, you can come to us with your problems, and charging exorbitant fee, because even though therapy is expensive, they actually were charging so much, even though it was they were not qualified to be an psychologist or a psychiatrist. So the conversation opened up when he passed away. But having said that, the conversation also dimmed down towards boycott Bollywood, boycott this actor, boycott that actor, and stuff like that. And somewhere on the line, the conversations around mental health sort of dim down, they diminish. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Of course, Sushant's sister, Shweta Singh Kirti, she also wrote a book about going through the pain of, losing her brother. And she talked a lot about what she went through in the book. I don't know if you have read the
Yeah,
book.
yeah. I have not read it, but I have come across that book.
Yeah, मैंने थोड़ी सी पढ़ी है, not complete, because it was very, heavy to go through that again. It's still heavy to go through his interviews.
That
I wanted to do this episode for a long time, but of course, it's a very sensitive topic for everyone, for especially for his fans. So, how do you think people can debunk misconceptions around mental health? जो भी चल रहे हैं misconceptions लोगों के दिमाग में even after 6 whole years have passed. There were conspiracy theories, ये वो सब चल रहा था, but nobody was actually talking about how, okay, ठीक है, people were, the world, the system needs to change definitely.
yeah.
But we were also not talking about the importance of not trolling someone,
Yeah.
appreciating a person when they are alive,
Hmm.
making gratitude stronger than regret, and
Beautiful.
talking about mental health in a way that opens up conversations, that doesn't open up shame but opens up real emotions.
Yeah. The first thing is that through awareness. That's the first and foremost thing. And I also feel that the government of India should make some health insurance regarding mental health also. And third is that even in government hospitals, there should be psychiatrists and psychologists so that people who belong to the lower middle class, they can have access to the resources. So I feel, and also uh, make be strong and don't be hesitant to ask for help. That is the main thing, is what I feel. So reach out to people, reach out to your friends, or if yourself, if you are facing the problem, reach out to others and don't be hesitant to help them. And
Yeah.
I also want to take a moment to tell thank you and sorry to some people with whom I had done so much trauma dumping. I used to call them at 2 or 3 in the nights and talk to them, even though I knew that they were going through something. So I'm not taking names. I want to tell thank you and even a humble sorry.
Yes, I agree with that. Trauma dumping happens. मैंने भी की है. Sometimes people are so much in distress कि you need someone to talk to. And yes, बातें करने से बहुत कुछ ठीक हो जाता है. पर बातें करने का, there have to be, you have to have boundaries with people so that you don't disturb others. But it's very tough when you're struggling a lot. So I don't blame you, honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm glad your friends were there for you. I'm really
Thank
glad
you.
to hear that. If I don't know if Sushant's story teaches us something around mental health. It is about opening up. It is about
Courage to
courage
speak,
to speak. Yes.
out our vulnerabilities without
Mhm.
feeling shame.
Yes. Jitna I know, he was taking help. He was already taking help, and he was, going to a therapist. He also had a psychiatrist, I think. And it whatever happened was very tragic for his family as well. Of course, the most for his family. It was the most
Yeah.
tragic for his family. I remember, lockdown में topic सा मिल गया था हम लोगों को, बैठ के बस YouTube चला और conspiracies देखते रहो.
Yeah, and the news
Then
channels
Bollywood.
did, and the
Yeah.
news channels didn't help. They were like showing how did he die, and it was
अरे
very
इतनी theories, oh my
disturbing.
God, मतलब it was a little too much.
Yeah,
Respect खत्म हो गई है एक इंसान की, the way you are circulating theories about his death and not talking about him as a person. And
person and actor also.
yes, it was very important to, hold the system accountable, hold the people, Bollywood में जितना भी corruption and politics, it has had to be held accountable, which is very true. But I don't think it was handled well by any
Yeah,
of the news channels.
even if you talk about Devi's death, that
Yes.
time also so
Mm.
much maligning was done on her. Even though she started working at the tender age of 5, people were still actually trolling her by telling that, she's a homebreaker, she's this, she's
Yeah,
that.
and it was such a bad.
so bad thing. Yeah.
Yep, we have these, preconceived notions about how someone should be, how people should be, especially how a woman should be, and the whole fiasco against Riya Chakrabarti.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was not fair. It was very unfair. So, why do you think, people still celebrate Sushant?
I think it's because of his beautiful mind and way he carried himself, and one thing that really stands out is that people rewatch multiple times Pavitra Rishta. They watch it
Hmm.
multiple times to just relieve the person he was. And sometimes I do think that he should have gone through an engineer only instead of an actor, because he could have, because he got a very good rank in AIEEE. He got into a good college. I still sometimes I feel that he could have gone that way. And I really want a biopic made on him. I
Yes.
also have a brief idea. Like, it first of all, it should be directed by a sensible director, not someone just to sensationalize his life
Yes.
or something. And the actor I whom I want to play his character is Ishan Khattar, and the director I don't know, but I want the film to celebrate him, and I don't want any female leads in that, because if there is a female lead there will be,
Since,
romantic
blame.
relationships. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only lady I want in the film is Madhuri Dixit, that too in a cameo, because he was a fan of her.
Yeah. He appreciated so many. He grew up watching SRK. He grew up watching Madhuri Dixit. He appreciated Hrithik Roshan.
uh,
I also feel कि ठीक है अगर वो engineer ही होता शायद he would have been still alive, but we wouldn't have known him. I'm glad he became an artist. We know, but yes, I feel like I wish things would have been different and he was still there with us today. He would have
yeah,
done so much.
yeah.
That's always something that every fan of his will, feel deeply.
Miss,
Even if
miss.
you're not his fan, you will still feel that. अगर किसी सेलिब्रिटी का सबसे ज्यादा बुरा लगा,
It
death
was
का, तो that
him.
was Sushant.
Yeah.
That was him. Too.
I also remember I screamed no when his news came
Yes,
through
yeah.
WhatsApp, and I started crying. And it was in the fourth year of my engineering actually. That time I was writing an assignment, and through WhatsApp the news was circulated that Sushant has passed away. For that I
My
just,
WhatsApp was full of, status about
yeah,
Sushant.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
his birthday, and when I opened it, it's like, what?
yeah.
What was so shocking?
Everyone was shocked. Yeah.
If Sushant could see the impact that he left, what do you think would surprise him the most?
He was a visionary, as you know. So he told in one of the interviews that if 60% of the kindergarten kids, if they have a job in the future, they would learn about technologies that didn't exist. And how true was that?
आज भी यार वहां पे हम वही खड़े हैं आज with AI.
Yeah, yeah. And he emphasized that coding should be taught in schools. And now look at whatever has been happening today. Ninth and 10th grade people are learning coding,
Yes,
and he would be really happy. And the opportunities that some people are going to Hollywood, some people are walking Cannes red carpet, there would be so much of opportunities for him to shine if he was alive.
yes,
And he was the first person to buy a land in the moon,
yes.
and also he had some 50 dreams or something, but very few he was able to realize. So I also feel that if he was alive uh, he would have realized all his dreams, his 50 dreams.
I wish, we all wish, but he was still here. We all miss him, even if we don't know him personally. Because we know, even recently people were saying he would have made the best Lord Ram in Ramayana
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Ranbir Kapoor, and I agree with that. No hate to Ranbir, obviously, but it's true that Sushant would have been such a
Is
beautiful
that
choice for
role?
him.
Yeah.
People are circulating his AI
Yeah,
generated images,
even
about.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what legacy do you think Sushant truly left behind?
The legacy that he left behind was he was way far ahead of his times. He used to think about the future a lot. He used to think about the future in the sense what will be transformed, what will remain static, and he left a legacy where first thing is don't be afraid to take risks, and
Hmm.
second is his hard work and the way he got into the skin of the character, and third one is don't be hesitant to learn. Thirst for learning should be there every time, even though it might be from your fellow actors or the senior actors. The thirst for learning should be there. And fourth is that no medium is small. Even the TV also they can make a good impact as well as films. So he didn't actually distinguish between TV and films. He even told in an interview that if I didn't make it big in Bollywood, I might have to return to TV. So yes. And one more thing I want to say that is two actors that came very close to his intellect were Shah Rukh Khan and more Saif Ali Khan. Because Saif Ali Khan is also a very good reader.
Yes, yes, I
And
yeah,
yeah,
I love him as an actor also, and
yeah.
his interviews are so good.
Yeah, he's very witty, spontaneous, and everything.
Yeah,
And he also had an opinion about everything, whether it's painting, whether it's astronomy and stuff like that. And in an interview with Anupama Chopra, Sushant told was explaining her how the speed of light was more than the speed of sound.
hmm,
He told that first you see me, then you hear my, then you see my lips moving, and then you hear my voice.
yes,
Because of which light travels faster than sound.
yeah.
Yeah,
He brought something to the conversations other than just being an actor and
yeah.
talking about his craft, which is also amazing. He brought a lot more intellectual conversations to the table. Yeah, so how do you think the last question है ये मेरा कि how can the fans, how can they start being more uh, sensitive towards the conversations around mental health, and then how can we become more sensitive towards when talking about the people who have passed on and who had struggled a lot? How do you think we can become more sensitive, especially on social media?
First is we shouldn't be keyboard warriors, one thing. Then I think one thing that stayed with me is that to express gratitude. Even if they didn't see your letters or even if they didn't see your paintings, don't be sad. Just pay them gratitude and go watch their films in theaters. And not that कि थिएटर से बाहर आकर ओटीटी में यार ये फिल्म क्या कितनी अच्छी थी, that won't deserve the purpose. I feel that they should watch the film in theaters instead of waiting for it to come in OTT. That's a great validation for an actor. Their films doing good, especially nowadays. Uh, so yeah,
Yeah,
so they have to remember him through his works and not through his vices or through his relationships. Only pure work.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely agree with it. So I we hope that wherever he is at peace, he's happy, and his legacy will always live on, obviously, among
Yeah.
his fans, among us, among his art. So thank you so much, Aparna. It was a very, very good conversation having you here. It was a
Yes. Yes. It
very
was
beautiful conversation.
very
That
good. It was very good to hear your thoughts also about Sushant, and I wish you all the best for your all future endeavors and your YouTube channel to your podcast. I wish you the very best, and thank you so much for doing it with me. And I hope I have not made any mistakes or something, because this is my first podcast ever. So thank you. I'll always remember you for that.
Thank you so much, Aparna. Thank you. I don't think you made any mistakes, by the way. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I think Sushant deserved this tribute. I think he
Yeah,
deserved it.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.